Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun to show you how I do a really quick, simple look when I have to go to work. So I work in daycare, so I don't do a ton of makeup. Just something kind of quick, kind of easy look put together, but not too much. Sometimes it's too much, but in general, it's just quick and easy. Try to look like, I'm awake. I'm happy to be there. I am. I really enjoy my job. So I thought I would share with you how I really quickly put on my work face. I got a hair. When you have cats and dogs, there's hair everywhere. Let's fix this eyebrow. So today we are going to be using the Carli Bybel palette. I really like this one for my simple go-to, this cat hair, go-to makeup look. So that's what we're going to be doing. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I love having you here. Without further ado, let's get into it. So I already have on my base, and for my work base, I usually take some tinted moisturizer and just put like a touch of foundation in it just for a little more coverage. But I clearly don't mind if you can see my skin. It's not that big a deal to me when I'm going to work because the kids do not care. No one gives a crap how good or how awful your skin looks when you're working, and so I don't mind if you can see what's going on with my face. We're going to work, not an event, so that's all I'm wearing on my skin now. And I did my eyebrows. My eyebrows always look off, but they actually grow in kind of weird, so whatever, I don't care that much. So I'm clearly not your girl for an eyebrow tutorial, but I use the NYX micro pencil in the shade Taupe for those, and I put on a little concealer, nothing major, just enough to even out my skin tone up under here when I go to work. So we're pretty much focusing on the eyes and a little bit of the rest of the complexion today. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this palette, and I have those new brushes that I wanted to try out, so I'm going to use some of those. So we're just going to put this hair, get over there, behind the ear. So I am going to open up my palette, and I only use a couple, like maybe one or two colors when I'm going to work, but the Carli Bybel palette is actually really great for a pretty simple work eye because you've got a lot of neutral easy tones to work with. So I'm going to start with the color, oops, I'm not used to doing this backwards, Bear. And I'm just going to put that down in case there's any concealer on the eyelid, just so it's not sticky. Yeah, we're just going to pop that on, just to give a nice smooth base. I don't like a sticky base from my eyeshadow. So there's pros and cons to kind of the sticky concealer base, and it really comes down to what you want out of your eyeshadow look. So if you leave your base sticky, tacky, don't set it with a powder, you're going to get more intense color payoff. But you also have to work a little bit harder to blend it all out. And since I'm just going for a kind of light work look, I don't want tons of color. I don't want to spend a bunch of time blending stuff out. So I just put down a really light color to begin with and move on from there. So we started with Bear, and now I think I'm going to move into, let's do a cool tone look. So we're going to use the color Bybel right here. It's kind of a taupey mauve shade, and I'm going to put that on the crease and around the outer corner. Same big fluffy brush. I can get most of the powder off. I actually have a mirror down here, and I'm still going to use the one in my hand. So I'm going to very gently start putting that in the crease and the outer corner, and I like to use the bigger brush just so we're getting a less intense color. Generally, the idea for work is not intense. So we're just going to go around that edge, outer corner, and the crease, and just make it blendy. And so we're going to lay that down. We're going to leave the lid empty. So we're going to leave all this space empty, and I'm just going to pop in a shimmer shade because shimmer makes work better. Whatever you want to do. You don't have to use a shimmer shade. You could keep this one shade all over the lid. You could go in with another cool tone shade that's a little bit lighter, or you could just leave it blank because we did put in that nice light shade. So I'm just going to finish blending that out. Make sure we like the way it looks on both sides. So that's how we're looking. So keep in mind for work, I wear a purple shirt, so that's why I'm kind of choosing the colors I am. So clearly your color choices are going to vary depending on what you wear, but I always wear the same shirt. It's part of our uniform. I'm not wearing it because I don't want to show off the daycare that I work at. Safety first. So I'm using cool tones to go with my shirt. So now that we've got that kind of purple color down, we are going to pick, I'm going to use a shimmer. What do I want to use? I think I'm going to use the shade Moo. So it's kind of this goldy shimmer. I don't know if you can see that. My camera hates to focus on anything. So we're going to put that on the lid. And I actually don't like to use my finger for this particular look. So I'm going to use this nice flat brush. I got these on Amazon. Aren't they pretty? They were super cheap. If I can find the link, I'll put it down in the description box. So I'm just going to pick up that shade, and we're just going to kind of tap it over the lid. So I know it's kind of a warmer tone, but it's not dark, and I don't find that it makes enough difference in the tones to care. It's just a nice, easy, shimmery color. And I'm not going to use a ton of it, just enough to give a little bit of shine. And I know you guys are really well lit over there, but I can't see hardly anything I'm doing over here. So that is literally all I do for my eyes. I don't do the lower lash line, anything. So now what we're going to do is maybe a little bit of eyeliner because I've got one over here that I want to try. So in my haul, I posted about the NYX Epic Ink Waterproof Liner. I don't have a mirror that I like over here. So if I can... There's got to be someone at the door or something. Package, a delivery. Lord, I cannot open this. I'm literally having to destroy the box to get to the eyeliner because they taped it. Okay. 10 years later. Let me give it a shade. So this is what it looks like. It's so pointless because it's so shiny you can't see anything. So let's give that a try. I'm not going to do a wing. I'm just going to do a nice little line on the lash line. I don't like to do a wing for work. It's just too much effort most days. And I know it sounds really lazy, but I just don't want to spend a bunch of time, and I only go to work for a few hours. It's not like I'm there for 8 hours a day. I go to work for like 3.5 hours, so I don't want to spend a ton of time getting ready. So we're just going to pop a nice line right on the lash, right on the eyelid. So we're going to let that, see if it dries. Yeah. And then we're just going to kind of brush it away the same way you will with eyeliner. Just take your brush. You have to wait for it to dry though. If you try and do it while it's wet, it's just going to smear. Same thing with your mascara. If you bump your eyelids while you're doing your mascara, just let it dry and go back in with your shadow brush and brush it away. But let it dry. Okay, let's try that again. So, I'm just going to get right up here in the lash line. It's nice. I don't know if it's as good as my Physicians Formula. It's eyeliner. So what I like to do is just kind of brush it over top of the lashes. That way if there's any eyeshadow that kind of got on there, just kind of covers it up, because your mascara is not really going to cover the top of your lashes. Bring that down. Okay. So, it's nice. It's a nice eyeliner. I'd buy it again, especially if it was only $8.99. I usually use the Physicians Formula Eye Boost, and it's a little more expensive, but this is pretty nice. I like it. So, eyeliner's done. The next thing we're going to do is mascara, and I'm going to use the, oh, where's the thing? I'm going to use the Essence Lash Princess, just like everybody else on the internet. And I'm just going to pop this on. I'm not going to go crazy. So, of course, one set of lashes was wonderful and did exactly what I wanted them to. The other side's like, nope. Not gonna. Alright, so that's as good as it's gonna get. Okay, so we're done with the eyes. And so what I would normally do now is just a real quick complexion. I'm not gonna do bronzer or anything like that. I'm gonna put on a little bit of blush. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Blush in the color Coral. Just dropped it. So I really like this blush. I think it has a little bit of a sheen to it, but not too much. But I love a good glowy blush. So I'm going to show you how I do blush. Now I'm more than 20 years old. I know it's hard to tell, but I am. So I don't put my blush like way down here. I bring it up a little higher and a little more this way, because it actually helps bring up the face. Because as you get older, you know, skin does what it wants to do. So for me, the apples of my cheek are way like down here, whereas when you're in your 20s, you know, your face is a little more up anyway. So I'm going to start my blush about right here and move back, and not so much like right here. So I actually like to start further back, and I pat it on and a little bit up, and then I'll blend it. And ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between who's watching this, I love blush, and I love a good pink blush, so I will layer it on, and you can make whatever clowny jokes you want to. I don't care. Look how pretty this is. I really like it. So we're going to do the same thing, other side. Let's push the hair a little bit. So I start it further back and higher up towards the temples, and then I bring it down. I'm going to turn so you can kind of see. And then just bring it down just a little when there's not much left on the brush, just to kind of blend it into the face, since we don't have a powder brush. I don't powder my face for work. I just don't. And I'm not there so long that I care too much about the longevity of my makeup, but look how pretty it is. So as you can see, there's no blush right here in the center of my face. It's all back, pulling the face back. I do the same with my bronzers. I like to bring my bronzer like all through right here though, like where the sun would normally actually catch your face. We're not doing that today, but I'll show you in another video. So now we're going to go in with highlighter. You cannot see that. So this is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. There it is. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. I've had this forever. Don't keep it as long as I have. And so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come higher on the face right here and not so much down through here. So I'm just going to tap it on and then kind of blend it into that blush. Same thing, other side. Tap it in over the eye and just blend it. Look how pretty it is. It has kind of a pink sheen to it, so it matches the blush. I'm going to put a little bit on my nose because I do like to do that. Right there. So then I'm going to take my blush brush and just gently blend those two together so it's not a weird stripe between the foundation and the blush and the highlighter. And then I'm going to put a little bit of blush right there with the highlighter on the nose because that's what I like to do. So we are going to go ahead, and I do use a little bit of setting spray. I know I don't set it with powder, but I do use a little bit of setting spray. Hopefully my mascara is dry. So we're going to use the e.l.f. Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist. I picked this up at Target and I'm really curious to give it a go. So let's see. It's very fine. So we're going to once again push this hair back. Oh my gosh, you almost can't feel it going on. Woo. Let that dry down. It smells good. It smells very aloe-y. Almost kind of like Solar Cane, but without the lidocaine smell. Does that make sense? Do you know how to tell the difference? I don't know. I worked in a hospital. I know the smell of lidocaine. So it does smell good. It's not overpowering, and it'll probably fade fairly quickly. So all we're going to do now is pop on a lipstick. I'm using the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the color Seductress. And we're just going to pop that on and we're done. So, one second. I love this lipstick. This is my favorite color. I actually have two of the same color. And I leave one in my purse. The other keep in my vanity. I use it all the time. It's my favorite. So that's that. And this is pretty much what I look like every time I go to work. My hair is sometimes different color. If anybody's wondering, my daughter actually does my hair. She really enjoys it. She does a good job. So she did this just recently and I really like it. So this is my pretty basic go-to work look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it for you. I love making makeup videos. I think it's really fun. I love playing with makeup, obviously. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up so I know that you like it and I can make more makeup videos for you because I would really enjoy that. I enjoy making basic people makeup videos, something that everyone can try, everyone can follow along with, things that you probably would have, and if not, the idea is to teach technique, not so much you have to use this color. So give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below. What is your favorite work lipstick, color, manufacturer, everything? I love buying lipstick. I weirdly like buying lipstick. Is my favorite makeup product to buy. So let me know in the comments down below and I will buy them and I will try them out. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.